created a web app called safenews, which allows users to post and read articles. To get into the website, they have to use a CAPTCHA, which means they have to put in a number code to enter the site. We thought this was the best way to protect against bots spamming our webpage. We also created a bot, which Fernanda will speak about.
So I created a bot that wasn't able to be implemented with the final project, but I trained basically 3 different learning models. I did a confusion matrix, a passive-aggressive classifier, and a count vectorizer to kind of detect whether or not an article was fake or real, and I kind of did it based on if there were a lot of misspellings or grammar errors, or if there were like hot topic vocabulary words. And I actually got one of the models to be 93% accurate, so that was good. We just didn't get to implement it with the final approval of the article, but we did end up using the fake news API. And what that ended up doing was, if for some reason the article didn't pass the validity test, then it was deleted from our database, otherwise it was kept up there. So in the end, we still did have a bot that was automated to control our database, and the machine learning thing was a lot harder than I thought, so it took a lot of time.
So our project changed from our original proposal. Originally we wanted to use, actually I'll let JP explain this.
Yeah, well, initially we had in plan having a distributed database using Solidity, Web3.js, library for JavaScript and Ethereum, but difficulties arose where everyone was not aware of the difficulty in material and how it relied on very complex data structures and algorithms, even a little bit of cryptography. So we realized 3 weeks ago that we needed to change the course of this project.
So we switched our project to using a MySQL database on a WAMP server. We also made it work with like Macs. We used PHP to communicate between our server and the web page. Since we made these changes so kind of late in the project, we've struggled to get everything to work together. But I feel like as a group, we've learned that we communicated throughout the whole time, which was really important because we were able to find our challenges kind of earlier than it would have happened yesterday. That would have been really awful. So we all learned that, next time working in a group, it's really important to see what we all feel really comfortable and strong with and advance on that instead of trying to learn something from scratch. I personally spent hours learning Solidity and learning about decentralized databases, which was interesting, but a lot harder than I initially anticipated for this project. So now we have a MySQL database on a WAMP server using some PHP, and the project is functional, but it still needs some work as far as getting all of the parts to work together.
I feel like that is also true for like what I was working on. For example, for my part of the project, I was trying to get the comments to go into the database, and then once a user commented on it, so that it would be able to show his comment and all the other comments that people have commented on the article. And I was able to get the comment from the user to the database, but then bringing it down was like a hard part. So definitely integrating like everything we did, I think that was something that that we kind of struggled on. However, I think it turned out pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say I focused mostly on the design and how things looked, how we connected with the database too, and eventually, I think we had a little bit of some design flaws that prevented us from having like the best possible project, but we did get it to work to a certain extent, and yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty proud of it.
We're
Yeah.
proud of it, and we all worked really hard as a group and
did.
learned a lot from this project.
Our greatest achievement was our greatest achievement was developing a machine learning using NLTK and scikit-learn in 2 weeks by researching.
About that. That was really hard. I had to read a lot of papers. I'm actually doing that for an internship for this summer, and oh my god, I had to learn so much about sentiment analysis, and it was just really stressful. And like a lot of different machine learning techniques and a lot of statistics. Actually, I had to read a lot, and so it was just really stressful. But in the end, I trained models that like were kind of accurate, you know. So that was, I think, my most like proud, I guess, accomplishment of the project, and it was very time consuming also.
So that is it. Signing off.